What did Eminem say when he was playing Riichi Mahjong? Well, I made an entire song parody based off of Lose Yourself. Please check it out if you haven't already. This is the first video that I've released since its release. So, thank you so much for the overwhelming support on that video. I genuinely appreciate it. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hey, Yusong, how does it feel like to both be conquering the rap game and the game of Mahjong? Well, it feels pretty good. I'm a multi-hyphen Mahjong player, former GQ model, rap god. Former GQ model is an absolute lie, by the way. That's the thing about the internet, is that you can just lie and people might believe you. Here are these new vitamin supplements that I'm selling. It'll make you focus better. Is that true? Nah, dude, they just got vitamin C and sugar in them. Well, I don't know if I should be. Is this slander? Well, I'm not saying anyone's name necessarily. Let's just say it rhymes with Schmalik Schmones. Okay, welcome back to Riichi Mahjong. This is what I think we should focus on, because I think we've been playing oh my god, not bad. We're one tile away from Tenpai with this hand. Are you joking? Doors the 5 of bamboo. It doesn't matter. This is the easiest one-han hand of all time. The easiest Gohan hand of all time. This is what we should focus on. And I learned this from a stream recently that I did. I think we open up our hands a little bit too indiscriminately. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's a $10 word for not being choosy enough. So let's just remind ourselves for a second. Number one, we can have high standards, okay? We're smart, we're funny, and gosh dang it, people like us. You know what I mean? So we can be a little bit choosier. If our hand is like 5 tiles away from Tenpai at the start, number one, remind you of anyone? Sometimes you have to face a lot of adversity to get somewhere in life. Sometimes you gotta get made fun of a lot because your mom kept buying you oversized polos from Old Navy when you were in middle school. No offense to my mom, she was doing the best that she could. Sure, right? 5, 6, 7, or 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. There's a chance that we could get a pure double sequence and then slam a Riichi with this hand as well, which feels pretty good. If our hand is absolute garbage, if our hand is absolute tattered garbage at the start, we don't open it. Even if we have an easy, like, half outside hand or something. Nope. Sometimes you just gotta resign yourself to the shadows. You know what I mean? Oh, the demons are beckoning? Let them beckon. Let them beckon. We'll stave them off. And then after that, the next round, we'll pog up. We'll juice up, we'll pog up. It's gonna be over for you. I'm gonna catch you with a Hanemon and Dameten. We're waiting for the 5 or the 8. You know what this means, okay? You and I both know what this means. We're simping. Of course we're gonna be simping. I'm down horrendous for the red 5. There's a chance that we draw it as well. Now, am I a little scared? Yeah, Right Lord. This hand took too long to get into Tenpai somehow. Right Lord is discarding a 5 of characters. That's a good tile. Have you heard about this one? They recently introduced this into the game. It's called Good Tiles. Tiles that can be easily used in your hand. It's a new balance update that they did for the ancient game of Riichi Mahjong. So we have to be a little bit scared of that. And not only that, the 5 of bamboo is so easily usable. That's just like a little bit of crushed pepper. You can put that on anything. So you gotta expect that the expected value, pardon the redundancy, of these hands are gonna be really high, or just higher than average. I don't like this, because I have a 1,000 point hand. In retrospect, I mean, I can't keep getting away with this, right? Because, like, okay, I mean, oh, this doesn't feel good. I feel like I should have folded there. I don't know. My thinking was that if Right Lord wasn't Tenpai, they'd probably slam the Riichi button. Like, why wouldn't they? Unless they had a monstrous Dameten hand using the 5 of bamboo. We'll just nip that in the bud with the 8 of circles. Look, would have been nice to get the red 5. That's okay. It's okay. There's always more time to get the red 5. Left Lord opening up the all-you-can-pawn and Shi buffet. That's also okay. That's also okay. This hand, probably not good. Probably not a hand that we want to open necessarily. Like, even if we get the chance to go all simps or something along those lines, I don't think we do it. The rest of our hand is in such fragmented pieces that I think opening up our hand would leave us submissive and vulnerable. Is that a necessary parlance to include in a video about click-clacking tiles? Absolutely not. Is my mind poisoned from being on the internet for the last, I don't know, 15 years? Yeah, absolutely. We get rid of the 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But the 5 could be something. No, it can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we still need like a 5th shape in here somewhere. And you know what? That 5 would have come in handy right now. I was thinking that like this could be our pair, but we already have a pair, which makes this a little bit awkward. Left Lord could have a flush as well, which is a tiny bit terrifying. At least we know that this East Wind is safe. It's tricky right now. Maybe a 6, 7, 8 mixed dribble sequence if the stars truly align. Let's get rid of a more dangerous tile now. Now we can pawn either the 3 of bamboo or the 3 of characters to get into Tenpai. And you know how I feel about this, right? Dana Chiba writes about it in Riichi Book 1, which is available as an online PDF for free. Oh, I'm so sorry you were out having premarital murmur. I'm out here improving my Mahjong game. But anyway, he's like, you should pawn and shi to get into Tenpai. That's like a blanket. That's probably a generalization, but... Oh, do I call the Riichi here? It's a dealer Riichi. It's a nice 2-sided weight. It's got all simples. After all, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I, Riichi? It's an early enough Riichi. We have to be a little bit scared of what Left Lord is doing. Like... But it's not in the suit of the Dora. They could have a few 9 of bamboos now that I'm thinking about it with this white dragon setup that they got going on. It just looks like a white dragon, maybe some Dora hand. But yeah, this I feel like this is a situation where we slam the like and subscribe button. We've got some chances here. 8 tiles from the wall that we could draw and enter a sumo situation. Clearly, Yostar saw my M&M rap, right? Clearly, they saw it, and they were like, okay, let's arrange the... Oh! All right. Okay, spicy, and we missed it, but we now have 2 chances at an Oradora. So that's kind of nice. If nothing else, we have a lot of mini points in our hand from the con that we just called. Oh, okay. The Boulevard of Broken Dreams is currently where we're residing. Okay, that's okay. It's a little bit okay. It looks like people are playing safe around me, although that 9 of characters isn't necessarily a safe tile. That's not even Suji Gaming. Maybe they have something in their hand that I don't know about, like all 4 copies of the 7 or something. I'm not sure. That's a situation where Kabe would come into handy, right? Like if you have all the 7s, then you know that nobody can have a 7-8 weight. Hence, the 9 is safe. And you know I'm serious if I'm using hence. Yeah, that'll be great engagement for the Zoomers. You think Logan Paul is saying hence in his videos when he's announcing his latest crypto venture? That's right. I watched the scam video from CoffeeZilla. Left Lord kind of pushing with it. I mean, they might have all the 5 of circles, but that doesn't mean squat about the 4. I could still have a 2-3. Maybe they see something that I don't, or maybe they're just pushing. I'll even go so far as to say maybe it's Maybelline. Oops. So it didn't look like we hit an amazing Oradora. We hit 1 Oradora, which is pretty good. And we have a bazillion mini points because of the con. Hey, Yusong, how do mini point calculations work? Hey, I don't have a PhD, okay? I majored in English. You can Google the formula and go, wah, yourself if you'd like. I'm slowly learning the scoring. Trust me, I'm slowly learning. Where's the proof? I don't know, dude, but I've been reading about it more and more recently, and I think that that's just how it goes. Like a Billy Joel song. Billy Joel is an American singer-songwriter known for hits like Piano Man and Moving Out. We Didn't Start the Fire? Is that William Yule? That might be William Yule. I'm gonna just go for tile acceptancy in this hand and not for value. I'm gonna be honest. This is your pilot speaking. I don't know if that is correct. I don't know if this play is correct at all. But we have 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're okay. Despite them being like pretty bad edge weights. Oh, that's a tempting little situation we got going on here. I guess we can discard the 6, keep this 2-2-4 shape, and maybe if the stars align, we can go for 7 pairs. The Gentleman's Orphans. Oh, Hachi Machi indeed. Okay, now we need 1 more pair, and then we can get into Tenpai for 7 pairs. Do I call Riichi with this hand? We'll see. If we can get onto a Zuzzy, no. It'd be great if we could get like 4 concealed triplets or whatever, but I don't think this is right. Because then we'd be 2 steps away from Tenpai instead of 1 step away from Tenpai. On a really unlikely Tenpai as well. Now, if you draw me another triplet right now, I'm gonna throw my computer out the window. If we can, I mean, no matter what we draw here, right? A 3 of characters, a 2 of bamboo, or an 8 of bamboo, we can still call Riichi and have a nice Suji trap for this 5 of bamboo, right? Because we'll be able to wait on either the 2 or the 8, and that might be enough to catch someone off guard. We don't know yet. Keep in mind, good players pawn and chi to get into Tenpai. We don't necessarily know if Left Lord is a good player. Let's find out. Okay. The reason that I'm keeping the white dragon is because it's statistically similar to our 3 of characters, right? We see 1 visible on the table. Now we see 2, but for a minute there, we were like, we were pretty excited with the opportunity of being able to wait on the white dragon even. Okay. Would love a chance to get into Tenpai here. What's the door? It's the 9 of characters. Okay. I hadn't noticed that all game. Left Lord has already discarded 1, which means that their hand is maybe all simples or maybe just in a really strong shape. Right Lord with the 8 of bamboo. So if we need to start folding, we know where to start, I suppose. There's a 4 of characters. Sure, the 4, there's 2 of them visible on the board. So it doesn't look like we're gonna draw the only 1 copy remaining. 8 of bamboo starting to flow from Right Lord's hand right now. Here's the thing. We started out friends, it was cool, but it was all pretend. Okay, obligatory Avril Lavigne. Kelly Clarkson? Kelly Clarkson reference? Sorry to any Lavigne stands out there. Yeah, this hand is probably not going to get into Tenpai. Do we start pawning and chiing for a chance to get into Tenpai? No. There's 15 seconds left in overtime and she's on your mind. What we do here is we just try to get in Tenpai with a 7 pairs hand and we don't call Riichi. Now, we've seen some magical things happen, right? We're like at a David Blaine Street Magic special taping, right? We've seen some magical things happen on this channel where players call Riichi with one more tile that they can draw and then they sumo with it under the sea. Yeah, we've seen that happen. Have I forgiven the comment section for commenting Sebastian the Crab and summoning the forbidden one into my opponent's hands? No. You're supposed to be I'm the protagonist of this series. Although I am going through my evil arc. Okay, we need to stay in Tenpai, but if it's too risky, then we can just bail with something like the 9 of bamboo. Eastwind? Ooh. How many 7s are visible? Only 2. I'm gonna throw the Eastwind here. We're not gonna 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have 1 more draw to get ourselves in Tenpai. If we get into Tenpai, we have a very, very difficult decision to make. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll discard the 8, right? Please don't get me into trouble. Please don't get me into trouble. We all ended in Tenpai? Okay. That's fine, right? I get to stay as the dealer. I get to run this table. There's a chance he gets to run this table. All right, 9 is really redundant with the 6. Both of these honor tiles would be choice to draw another copy of. There is an all simples angle in here. If we start drawing good tiles. What's the Dora? It's the 2 of bamboo. It's not necessary. And see, this is why the 9 is redundant. This is exactly why the 9 is redundant. It's not exactly the kiss of death if we draw the Dora, because we can kind of make use of it, right? 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Ah! I was noodling with my tiles, Mahjong Soul. I was noodling with my tiles. How dare you pluck a tile from my hands while I was noodling? It's not the end of the world, but we would have really liked that. Okay, we're 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. Hopefully, we're going to draw into a 7 of circles or chi into a 7 of circles. However, if we have to pawn, if you're going to force my hand, If you're gonna pawn me, back me into a corner, I will absolutely do it to get into tenpai. Unfortunately, a 7 of circles has already started to come out. It means that, you know, we're less likely to draw one ourselves, but might lull other people into a false sense of security. We also have the opportunity to con again. Yep, that is true. That is true. A crosslord discarding some really, really good tiles. And again, if we had the 8 here, we would have been... I mean, I suppose our hand is in decent shape. I'm going to discard the 7. I was thinking about discarding the 3, but it's closer to the Dora. So why tempt fate like that? That's Suji to the Dora. That's pretty dangerous. Again, Suji being like three tiles away, basically. Like, tiles that are Suji to 5 are 2 and 8. Tiles that are Suji to 6 are 3 and 9. Again, if you want to learn more about how to become the epic Mahjong gamer, and these are your words, not mine. Just sorry for throwing you under the bus. I understand we got a parasocial thing going on right now. I sorry. If you want to learn more about becoming a epic Mahjong gamer, you can search on YouTube Suji and Kabe, or you can just search it on Google, and there's a lot of great articles explaining it. Or of course, there's a section in Riichi Book 1 about it. Unfortunately, it's near the end, so Dana Chiba, you know, he's saucing you up with his Riichi chapters, being like, you should always slam the Riichi button. Not what he's saying. Not what he's saying. But he often, like, he says you should probably slam Riichi more than you think. Here's the chi, and now we squee. Where this is a fine weight. Would we con here if someone discarded a 6 of bamboo? I mean, we're in tenpai and we have tile flow. Now, do I really believe in tile flow? No, dude. I think it's a statistical fallacy. Oh, this hurts. But it's safe and it's half Suji. Okay. And if they didn't change their hand, then it's full Suji from the thing that I discarded before. Of course, they could have like a 4-6 weight, but that's just terrible. Interesting. Now we can accept the red 5, but the 6 of characters is a little bit zuzzy. I think we do this because this is technically more tiles. Instead of the 4 tiles that we could have won with, right? 2 copies of the 6 and 2 copies of the 8. Now we have 6 tiles that we can win with. It doesn't feel that bad. That's terrible news for us. We're still in tenpai. What's amazing about this situation is that we can fold and still be in tenpai. Now, how do we fold after this? Well, 3 of the 7s are gone. We don't really have any safe tiles. I think I'm gonna discard an 8 because this probably comes from, oh, I don't know, a 6-7, in which case discarding the 8 was a terrible idea. Oh, I don't know, friends. I don't know. But they discarded the 7 first. Okay. I'm not gonna Fur10 gaming with this. They haven't discarded a single character tile. You can gamble away with your points as much as you'd like. I'm out here trying to live, MFer. I'm fine with this. Again, we're talking David Blaine. Do my name get brought up 3, Dora? This is why we fold, folks. This is why we fold. Call me an overhyped manager at a local laundromat. This is why we fold. Not to get customers folded clothes, but for what those folded clothes represent. This hand kind of garbage with it, but the Seawind that we have do be looking kind of nice though, as it is the Dora. Yusong, give your commentary in a less insufferable way. What's up, Mahjong Nation? We're back. If I ever do that, you have permission in the comments to be like, Yusong, you've lost sight of yourself. You've actually lost what made you special in the first place. Now you're saying things like, what's up, Mahjong Nation? Which arguably there's worse things to say, hate speech. But there's also a lot of better things to say, which is more so my issue with it. Hey, can I get some direction with this hand? Call me the food critic from Ratatouille. Can I get some perspective with this hand? Is it messed up? And I don't know if I should say this, but one of the first movies that my current significant other and I watched on a date was Ratatouille. I don't know. Because I think I had never seen it. And she was like, I think Because she really likes food, right? And like cooking and stuff. And so she was like, oh, there's like a dish from it or something. Oh, now I can't remember. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm scared of being a bad significant other right now. But anyway, there's like this food or something in there that we watched it for. We're not opening this hand. I know it looks okay. Nope. This is exactly one of the situations where we do not open our hand. And we play this S normally. We play this S normally. And normally I mean closed. But yeah, it's a good movie. I had never seen it except as an adult. Okay, unfortunately for us, like, what are we? Define the relationship here, Yusong. What are we right now? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't give you an answer. I can't give you an answer. We've hung on to this Northwind because we thought it would lead to greatness. It's actually just an incredibly heavy ankle weight in our Rock Lee versus Gaara fight. Okay. Mojo clips. Top 10 Yusong Liu Naruto references in his Riichi Mahjong gameplay videos. So they discard the Dora. So the Dora is hilariously safe here. We're one tile away from Tenpai. What are we hoping to draw? An 8 of circles? An 8 of circles gets us there. A 9 of circles also gets us there, but how many 6s are visible? 1, 2, 3? Nah, dude. They could still have a... No, all 4 of them are visible. They could have an 8-9, but I feel like it's really unlikely, and it passes. Look at that. He notices. He noticed Senpai. If we have to fold, we fold them the red dragons, by the way. We could deal into some kind of hell weight. Yo, Star, message received. Loud and clear. You like the song parody. Oops, did I slurp up your Riichi stick as well as win this hand? Not today. Uh-oh, this looks terrible. What? What? This is 8 out of 13 orphans. If we draw another one, let's go for it. That's not an orphan, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna straddle. We're gonna do a little bit of straddling here. Call me one of the characters in Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye is an American novel in which Holden Caulfield meets a friend at his boarding school called Stradladder. Which kind of sounds like straddle. We're gonna go for the half flush is what I'm trying to say. Oh, come on, dude. Why do I want to pawn this hand? Well, it's like the safest for work hand of all time, right? We still have a bunch of tiles that we can fold with, but this is exactly the reasoning that gets us into trouble in the first place. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself for being able to gaslight myself so efficiently. It's like that human impulse to be like, oh yeah, we'll just win the lottery. Like, really? You think you're the protagonist this much that you can just snap your fingers and win the lottery? That was a pretty weak snap. I don't want to see any comments about how weak that snap was. Oh, Yusong, you're like if Thanos tripped and fell before he... No, I don't want to see that. Sure. So the messed up thing is that this is Suji to the Dora, which is a little scary. Like if someone's having a 2-3 in their hand, they're sitting pretty happy. But it's safe for 2 players. That's pretty good. This is a little bit awkward. We want to see some more perspective in this hand. We want to see some more direction, because even if we pawn the white dragon right now, it's not gonna lead to too much greatness. We're still 1 tile away from Tenpai. We want to draw something like a red 5 would be nice here. A Dora would be okay here. You know, a 4 of characters. We can kind of make use of that. Sure, let's get rid of a dangerous tile, and now if we pawn the white dragons, we're in Tenpai for an 8 of characters. Is that good? No, but it's actually really, really bad. But someone might deal into us if they're feeling a little frisky, you know? They got a few Dora in their hand they want to push. Some of the 8 of characters have already been discarded. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 visible. It would be a foolish decision to wait on the 8 of characters, right? Would I con here? I'm gonna be honest with you, probably not. We're in first place. We're doing okay. We're getting very, very lucky by drawing the tiles that Left Lord is discarding, so we at least know they're safe. Should be a little scared though. Left Lord discarding some good tiles, and it's Sumo Giri. It's which means they're discarding the tiles that they immediately draw. So if they're willing to discard a 3, that means their hand is looking okay, right? A Crosslord's starting to maybe get into Tenpai here. We're hoping that they get the Kiss of Death and have to discard another 8 of characters, right? That would taste so delicious. Okay, they're thinking about something. I mean, if we had incredible luck or somehow, you know, if we could have kept these 1 of characters instead of, this is safe, instead of these 6 of characters, we'd even have a half outside hand, half flush. That's 3 Han. White Dragon is 4 Han. 4 Han hand, but it's pretty good. Again, with the mini points, if we're feeling lucky, we might be able to get a Mangan with even just 4 Han. Now, if you're new to this game and you're like, why is it sometimes I get a Mangan with 4 Han and sometimes I don't? Well, that comes down to the mini points. Again, it's actually rocket science. There's like a linear algebra level equation that you can find. I don't think I pawned this, dude. No, dude, there's 0 of this left and a whole bunch of this left, but I don't want to get into a single tile wait. They chi the tile, so they know I have 2 of these. Uh-oh. Oof, baboof, we should have pawned. Let's discard the 9. We have to fold here. Like, how could we? The only way to stay in the Tenpai is to discard the 4 of characters, and I'm not about to do that in the late game. Absolutely not. They didn't end up winning off of it, but they had a pretty strong all simples hand. So this is 4 Han. They're the dealer. It's not necessarily a Mangan. If it was 40 Fu, I think it would be a Mangan. This is very scary though. It gets them back into the game, and now they have tile flow, which again I don't believe in, but it's fun to say. All right, still in the East 4. This is looking like a long game. That's looking like a great tile. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah. 5 Han. If you have 5 Han in your hand, that's always a Mangan. And what does that mean? Well, if you're not the dealer, a Mangan is 8,000 points. If you are the dealer, a Mangan is 12,000 points. And again, 6 or 7 Han, that's always a Hanemon. If you're the dealer, if you're not the dealer, it's 12,000 points. If you are the dealer, it's 18,000 points. It's a 1.5 times calculation. Anyway, these are things that I think you might notice if you play Mahjong for a while. I mean, the 1 seems pretty safe to throw, but I want to greed out a little bit here and keep this west wind just in case we draw another one. So what are our 5 shapes here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 of these to become a shape, and there it is. Sure. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't get Riichi Pinfu here unless, you know, we draw like a 5 of characters first, or, you know, another 3 of circles or something, right? Keep in mind our hand is, oh, I would love that in my hand. And the red 5 has come home from the war. Our hand is very, very flexible. It's got a rib removed, so we can, anyway. Even if we draw like a 7 of circles, we can discard the 1 of circles, and our hand is still looking okay. You're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna discard the 1 because it's Suji to the Dora. It's dangerous. People are gonna want to keep their 2 3s, although there's only 2 of circles left. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. We draw a 6 or an 8 or a 4 or a 7. We'll be so happy to slam the Riichi button. Again, it's not perfect, right? We would much rather prefer to call Riichi on the 4-7, blood on the dance floor. And this is scary because I think left Lord is going for a half flush in the bamboo suit. In fact, I can almost guarantee it. The 8 should be, I don't know, there's a lot of 7s and 9s gone. A little bit dangerous. We could even go for an all simples angle. It'd be a little bit tricky because we would have to cannibalize probably one of the weights for this shape. Another 1 of characters. That is not inspiring a lot of joy. Like, okay, for example, if we first drew a 7 of characters and then a 4 of characters, we could get rid of this last one and get all simples in this hand. Again, it's really scary. Oh, we can, no. We don't have all simples yet. It's a bad move, Yusong. Okay, I mean, this is looking okay. Ah, this is actually looking terrible. No, hold on. I effed up here. I don't know what we should have discarded, but it wasn't that, because now we have to use this as our pair, which means we would have to throw away the 6 of bamboo if we wanted to like go Zuzzy mode with it. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Okay. 8 of bamboo looking pretty safe with its pants on the ground. Okay. I mean, I would love to slam a Riichi here. But this is Pinfu. This is just Pinfu. We're late into the game. I would love to call Riichi, but I also want people to play aggressively. I don't want anyone to think twice about discarding another 4 of characters. Please. We're in a lot of danger here, by the way. Ugh, I don't like that. Maybe we should have called the Riichi. We can chase here if we wanted to. I don't think we chase here. We're in first place, dude. We're in first place. Why risk dealing ourselves into a, like, oops. Oops. Excuse me. That'll be my win. Thank you very much. Oh, slurping up some extra points from the Riichi sticks on the table. I guess I will. I guess I will. If you're buying. This hand is not looking good, but that has been the moral of, that has been the motif. Call me a opera by Wagner. That has been the leitmotif of this game. 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence is looking like a distant possibility. That's okay. Call me a orchestral concert of music from Kingdom Hearts. The way this is looking like a distant world right now. Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry. You were having premarital murmur. I was out there listening to a cozy arrangement of Traverse Town. You and I are not the same. Maybe an all simples angle in here as well. But we don't open our hand. Even if we get something like a 6 of characters, we do not open our hand. Throw the red dragon. Don't let anybody have enough time to get a pair of the red dragons. And we can even draw into a 1, 2, 3 of characters here, which wouldn't be that bad. Maybe it's better to keep the green dragon as a safe tile later. Nah, let's just toss it. A crosslord discarding some really good tiles. Maybe they're going for a flush in the character suit. We're not sure. I hate to say it, but the 9 of circles is actually usable in our hand, so we have to keep it. And suddenly, call me a KT Tunsil song. Suddenly I see the 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence right in front of me. Right, Lord? I'll show you right now. They're not thinking. They're struggling with some McDonald's Wi-Fi, and luckily they're back. Dude, one of the things that I hate is playing with a disconnected player, because it gives such an advantage to the player sitting to their right, because they could just start cheating immediately. Sure. We might even want to get rid of this 5, because it's a safe tile right now, and it's going to be a ticking time bomb just in case we draw it. You know, it's close to the Dora. We don't want to discard it late game. Another 8 of circles. You couldn't stay away. I mean, 2 of them have already been discarded. I think I'm gaslighting myself. This is one of those times where I'm gaslighting myself, dude. There's an 8 of characters. We would love to see that in our hand. And oh my god. Now we open up our hand. If we get the chance to chi into a 9 or chi into a 3 or a 6, yuppers, we're getting into Tenpai. I don't want anyone else to be able to win this hand. Riichi on the dance floor? Oh, this would crush dreams if we won with this. Sanshoku, Riichi, Pinfu. Oh my god, we have the Sanshoku closed, which is Tuhan, Riichi, Dora, Pinfu. That's 5. This is a manga. A crosslord chases. That's a terrible news. Okay, at least we're drawing safe tiles. You dare, you insolent fool. You dare chase my Riichi? I was there first. I called dibs. That's gonna happen sometimes in a game of Riichi Mahjong. They won off of a 9 of characters. They had a 2-sided weight. There's nothing wrong with that. Riichi, Sumo, Pinfu, Dora, 3 red 5. Someone's been scrolling through the Instagram page of the Red 5, liking all of their photos, which, let me tell you, is never a good look. This is a great hand. This is a hand I understand. It's a great hand. I think this is a hand where we just start. So anyways, I started blasting. You know what I mean? We just start pawning and cheating. Because we want to get there first. Talladega Nights, etc., etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't need any of this. These floating fours. Sounds like a euphemism for something. I don't know. We don't need these floating fours. We have a lot of solid shapes in our hand. Floating fours, I guess, is my indie band that opens for Modest Mouse. Would love to see a red dragon here. Would love to see any tile that helps us out with our hand. Again, we want to keep the Southwind as a safe tile later. We can even call Riichi with this hand if we're lucky. 2 tiles away from Tenpai right now. Oh my god. 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. Even if we draw an 8 of characters, I call Riichi every single time here. Waiting on the 4 or the 7. Absolutely, dude. That I cannot call Chi on because that does not... It leads us into Tenpai, but we have no Yaku. We don't have a valid hand. Oops. Do we con here? Tribe Called Quest. Can I kick it? I mean, I feel like this is one of the few ways to improve our hands' strength and to improve our hands' values to call a con for the mini points and for an extra draw. Maybe. And we can even, if we draw the last red dragon, we can call another con. Call me the protagonist from the Mahjong anime Saki. Okay, safe tiles. At least we're drawing some safe tiles, if not our winning tiles. Dude, remember when last round we manifested the 8 of characters to come home? That was incredible. Right Lord calls the Riichi. We get 1 safe tile. They don't know I'm in Tenpai. Guy standing in the corner of a party, they don't know I'm in Tenpai, but if I have to fold here, I definitely fold. Lucky that we can stay in Tenpai. Come on, dude, there's 8 tiles that we can win with, and they called Riichi. It'd be a shame if they called Sumo right now because we are the dealer and we'll have to pay out a huge chunk of this. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Red dragon, red 5, and we take your Riichi stick. Oops. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. I'm slurping all your points in your Riichi stick. Now with a Mangon direct hit, we can just end this game. You know he's feeling vicious right now. Oh, sheesh. This hand, wow. 789 mixed triple sequence is a possibility. Is a distinct possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I honestly I'm not 100% sold on what I'm doing here. What do we want to see? We want to see a red 5 of bamboo, because then we can use this as our pair. It's really unlikely, right? People are going to use their 5s if they have them. We want to see any of the tiles that complete these 7, 8, 9 sequences. Do we ever open up our hand for this? I'm not sure. To get into Tenpai, yes. But to get 1 away from Tenpai, I'm not sure. Wowzers. And I would even deign so far as to say, in my trousers. I don't know what to do here. We have a pair of the 7s, and if anyone's paying attention, that should be obvious. I have no idea what we're doing here. Maybe just going for a Pinfu hand and treating this as 2 elongated shapes. 2 is not what we want to see. So we just want to see, what do we want to see? That's a great 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, anything in the bamboo suit. It's gonna, okay, that's a little bit tricky because now we have to suddenly make some discards. Okay, that's gonna be our pair, and now we are 1 tile away from Riichi Pinfu. Absolutely, a great position to be in. Sure, did it come with a ton of panic and distress? Absolutely, but we're 1 tile away from Riichi Pinfu. And we might not even have to call Riichi, but I'm like, nah, dude, we should take an aggressive policy. You know what I mean? Theodore Roosevelt. Carry a large stick. Now, are they on the right side of history? Who's to say? This is a Riichi Mahjong channel, not the history channel. Okay, now the north wind is safer than the east wind. So we're going to keep the North Wind on us. Right Lord calls a Riichi. If we get into Tenpai here, and that's a strong if. We probably don't call Riichi. We want the opportunity to fold here. Okay, so what is safe? 6, which means that the 9 is also safe because of Suji Gaming, and all the 8s are gone. Very happy to see that. Okay. That's a dangerous tile. Southwind is probably safe. No, dude. Nar, dude. I'm playing safe. And guess what? If we draw the 3 of bamboo, we're right back in business. Probably not going to, though. Southwind is most likely safe, right? Now it is 100% safe, but why risk it? We are in such a commanding position that we are in Tenpai for a tile that is safe. Oh my god. One of the most disgusting plays I've ever seen. This is just too juicy. Now, if we're still gonna fold, by the way, but now if someone slips up, we have to fold with this. We have to fold here. But if someone slipped up and called and discarded a 3 of bamboo in that last round, we would have slurped so good. How many 6s are visible? I guess I discard this because a lot of I don't know. I'm panicking. I'm actually panicking. 1, 2. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna discard a 7 because okay, now 3 6s are gone. I'm so scared, dude. I play this hand so badly. Oh my god, I play this hand so badly. What do I discard now? I have no idea. All the 6s are gone. 5 of characters. I can't tell. Oh, it passed. Somehow it passed. Oh my god. Turns out the 7 would have been safe this entire time. I play this hand perfectly. I play this hand absolutely perfectly. No regretties. No regretties. I play this S perfectly. They're waiting on the 5 and the 8 of circles. That's a pretty nice Riichi. It's a double-sided Riichi. Can't complain about that. They had the secret white dragons. Sure. Call me Seto Kaiba. If we draw another honor tile here, we might genuinely go for it. That is not another honor tile. Unfortunately, my friends, we have to play this S normally. Okay. This hand is not inspiring a lot of joy, but again, we're Bing chilling right now, okay? We're in first place. We don't have to make any. This is a lovely position to be in because we don't have to make any big moves. We can just kind of sit with a closed hand, do a little bit of chilling, get to know one another. And then in the meantime, if someone calls Riichi, we just slip out the back, you know? Oops, you called Riichi? Yeah, I don't want any trouble. I'm out of here. Let's do a little bit of peeping. This is a Saint level player. You know, I was recently told in the Discord that the reason that Saint level players play in the, a tumultuous history. The reason that the Saint levels play in the Jade Room is because, like, the point allotments in the Throne Room are really, really unforgiving. Huh. I don't know what we do here, but it's nice to have this 6-7 shape, right? Along with this 2-2-4 shape. It's not bad. 2-2-4 shape is a little bit dangerous because we might have to eventually get rid of the 4. And that's bad news considering what the Dora is. Southwind we're keeping for one more round. Just because I guess we made our bed with that 1-3 discard. I'm not sure. Sometimes I kombucha girl meme.jpg. This is looking all right. So what are we looking for here? If we draw into a 8 of bamboo, we discard this, we call Riichi, and we wait on a 9 or a 2. That doesn't sound bad at all. Now this is lovely because we can even if we draw a 2 or a 9 of characters, we could set a Suji trap for the 8 of bamboo. That's feeling pretty good. There's a 6, which is a little bit risky considering its proximity to the Dora. I'm gonna go for it. No one's discarded any amazing tiles except for us yet, so I'm feeling pretty confident with where we are on the board. There's a 2 that we would love in our hand, I'm not gonna lie. It's making me want to act up. And unfortunately for us, right, it's pretty unlikely. There's only, that's the last 9 of characters. So this hand might be impossible to win. Like, if we draw, for example, like a 6 of bamboo, We can call Riichi here, but we only have one single tile. And I don't mean like one tile. I mean like one copy of one tile that we could win with. I think I do this. In case we draw another 4 or a 7, we'll be happy to see it. We risk ending up in for a 10. Sure. But that's a risk that I'm willing to take. Left Lord takes it with a closed Itsu. Pure straight. Okay. Wait, is Itsu pure straight? I'm not sure. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It looks like we're duking it out with Left Lord for first place. And this is all last. So keep in mind, any hand that we can win with right now, we'd be so happy to take. Northwind. Someone was thinking about the Northwind, though. That's not a bad draw. We're going to keep the Westwind around just because if we draw another one, it is our seat win, so it opens us up to the all-you-can-pawn and Chi buffet. This hand, although the shapes look okay, like the tiles are connected and everything, it's actually not that great because these 8-9 shapes are so weak. We would have to first draw a 6 of bamboo and then a 5 of bamboo to improve it into a 2-sided weight. And we just don't have that kind of time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 shapes, but this is a real motley crew. This is I really don't think we're gonna win with this hand, which is precisely why I'm keeping some of these honors around, just to have as safe tiles to throw away later. Like we really don't want to end up in a situation where we're like throwing the 5 of circles late game or something. Okay, well, I'm going to throw the 8-9 here in favor of keeping this 2-3 shape. Why? Well, it doesn't look like Left Lord is using bamboo tiles, so they might deal us a 7 later in the game. We're not sure, right? There's a 5 of bamboo. Get the F out of my hand, dude. We're doing just fine without you. No offense to any 5 of bamboo stands in the audience. I understand you all have your bias. Sure. We know that the 9 of... We're most concerned about dealing into Left Lord, right? That is one of the few ways that we could lose first place. That is one of the easiest ways we could lose first place. If we deal into like a 3 or even a 4 Han hand into Left Lord, we're going to feel so... You know, we're going to have egg on our face. I'll say it. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know it doesn't look like it because of the repository of garbage that we have, but we actually do have 5 decent shapes in here. I would kill for a 6 of circles so I could get rid of a 5 now. Oh, that is a choice draw, though. That is a choice draw. 2 tiles away from Tenpai. Or you know what? Just give me the red 5 of circles. I'll happily accept that. 3 we don't want to see. This is even a little bit risky because Left Lord, if they're sitting in Damaten for a full flush in the character suit or a half flush in the character suit, it's not looking great for me. And now I feel like even if we draw into a 5 of circles or a 9 of characters, I don't know if we can call Riichi here. It's the only way we can win, but I don't think Left Lord is going to back down. But we can't run unless we do this. Nah, dude, I'm going out on my own terms. This could be a terrible decision, but I'm like, yeah, we can't run. We can't run. We just increase our chances of winning here. And if someone pushes with a 9 of characters, it's all over. And look at this, a nice inadvertent Suji trap we've set. You know, they know I don't have a 6-7, and now they know I don't have a 3-4. So what are we hoping for? Again, if you want to pray with me along at home, you can pray with me. Hoping not to draw any character tiles, because we don't want to deal into Left Lord. That is a worst case scenario. Right Lord chases my Riichi. Okay, that is okay. It's not great. But they're in last place, so they have to make this kind of play. Because what? They're gonna fold here? No, they have the chance to get 2 Riichi sticks, maybe overtake a Crosslord if they get lucky with an Orador, or if they just have a monster hand. You know what we should have considered? The fact that the Dora is in the character suit. Oh, there's a character tile. Okay, it passes. I'm so lucky this round. Oh my god. Honestly, let me know in the comments if you would have called the Riichi here, because here's my thinking. Now in retrospect, which doesn't count, right? You can't have hindsight bias bogging you down. They have to play aggressively no matter what. Unless they're gonna fold and hope that someone else deals themselves into oblivion, right? But they have to fold no matter, they have to push no matter what. What? Oh no. Okay, that's a scary tile. They are 100% in Tenpai for a half flush. I mean, it doesn't look that scary. Okay, Right Lord takes it. Is she eating an oyster? Oh, that's a cool winning, it's a cool winning animation. I'm not talking about this one. They hit one Oradora as well for a Mangon. Does that let them overtake them with the Riichi sticks? Oh, it absolutely does. The humanity. That's Riichi Mahjong. Better tiles, better Tenpai. Papa John's. We're climbing. Let's go, dude. And there's a new event going on. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand this at all. So let's do this. Let's do this. This is just incentivizing gambling. What do I get from these? Some coppers? You know what? You'll never catch me alive. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. The human monkey brain is loving this right now. The human monkey brain is absolutely loving this. Okay, it's just copper. It's oops all copper. Oh, spring tea lobby BGM. Oh, I can't show this. This is actually not safe for work. It's one of the illustrations. What do I have here? Do I have another one? Yo, I don't even know how many coins I have. Fortune bag. We gotta get the BGM now. We gotta get the BGM. I mean, this is, am I wasting your time? Sphere of Courage? Okay, no, I guess I'm not. A quick prance through the logs. Just to see. We're gonna do a little bit of Judgment Andy. I called a Riichi. I opened up my eyes, I called the Reach. Holy moly. Holy moly. I understand why you would want to push here. I understand. At the same time, it's so unlikely. Pure double sequence 2 Dora. It's just pure double sequence 2 Dora. You would think that you would get like dude, I think that you should do this. Is that dumb? Or like this. I don't know. Because here's my thinking. If you do this first, you can pawn one of these and then get into an all triplet situation. I wouldn't have pushed here. I definitely wouldn't have pushed here. I wouldn't have pushed with the 9 here. I would have started huge folding. Do I have anything safe to fold with? I suppose that 9 is the safest tile that we have. You're going to discard the Dora, LOL, because of Suji? No. But now I would have discarded the 8 because of Suji. I mean, I could have a 7-8 as well. I'm not sure. But at the end of this round, you do get into Tenpai. But this is a very, very dangerous tile. Oh, it hurts. I can understand their logic, but I don't like it. I think I would have folded here. I'm not joking. This is really, really unlikely to happen. It's like Suji, but it's also close to the Dora and stuff. And there's only 2 copies left, and you can bet that someone else is using them. I don't know. And it's a really risky situation, right? I have 2 chances at Oradora. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Why? Because it's just pure double sequence 2 Dora, which is 3 Han total. Maybe if you get Sumo, it's 4 Han. It's so... I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. But I wouldn't have started pushing. I would have looked for every single reason to fold. Right Lord calls the Riichi. You deal a 4 and you deal into me? Wow. Right. This is one of the situations where I was like, I'm slurping good tonight. I slurped so good. I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all. That's just a nice slurping. No, you have called a Riichi. You're waiting on a 1-4. I love this. I love this. And I think we managed to, yeah, just stay in Tenpai. This is just, we had some, I'm not gonna lie, we had some amazing luck. I also think our discretion in terms of when to play things Zuzzy and when not, was really good. Like when to go for meme hands and when not to. So they discarded 9 here. The Evangelion 1.3.7, you are in Tenpai. I haven't discarded any bamboo tiles, but this is a terminal. This is fine. I would have made the same play probably. Pure straight, I don't know if there's any way you could see that from here. So I'm okay with that. It's unlucky, but I'm okay with that. What did they chase my Riichi with? A close. I mean, this is, you hate to see it, but you absolutely do the same. You absolutely do the same. It's a tile that's safe for me, and you just gotta effing go for it. You're in last place. Now, I have some words for. Dude, just fold. What was this? Did you disconnect? Just fold. This is 100% a safe tile. 100%. This is 100% a safe tile. What are you doing? You're so safe right now. The chances that this player deals into me is pretty high. That they deal into this player is really high. They are in Tenpai for an amazing 5, 6, or 8 of characters. Oh my god, I'm so mad at you. You need to learn about Suji and Kabe. Overly aggressive guy arc? Ew. I don't like that energy at all. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Again, check out my Con Yourself Eminem parody. I worked for honestly over like 40 hours on it, which is embarrassing, but also pog as hell. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more new videos every day. Hey, you can also catch me on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. That link is in the description. You can also join us in the Discord. It's an incredibly kind community. I hope to talk to you there. I'm in there literally all the time. Okay, till next time, please be kind to yourself. Please be patient with yourself, and please do not deal those risky tiles if you're sitting nice in third place. All right, I'll talk to you next time, okay? Peace.